These affordable units at Harrington Heights are going to help people experiencing homelessness move off the streets and get into an apartment, and they're going to provide low-income families with a home that they can afford. This is exactly what we need so that we can continue to make progress on homelessness and housing affordability. And in fact, when I speak to community groups, I often refer to this project, Harrington Heights, as an example of the kind of housing that San Diego needs to build. First, it has a lot of affordable units, 270. This project is going to help a lot of people. And second, it has deeply affordable and permanent supportive housing, which will help people who are struggling the most. This is the type of housing development that I hear from so many San Diegans that they want to see more of.
When it's completing, the Harrington Heights development will be life-changing for many individuals and families who are struggling economically in our city today. More than ever, a stable place to call home with rent that is affordable is essential. To give a brief example of what we did in our small component of this is we helped with 115 rental housing vouchers so folks could have an affordable rent. We awarded $8 million in loans that consist of federal and local funds that the Housing Commission administers on behalf of the city, HOAN funds from the Department of Housing and Urban Development, and City of San Diego Affordable Housing Funds. And financing for this development also includes multi-housing revenue bonds that the Housing Commission authorized with the City Council's approval. That is a small component of what is a very large funding stack to get us here today.
The first thing that stood out to me was that old real estate adage of location, location, location. It's been mentioned before, but look where we are. I'm so excited for the folks that get to live here in a couple years and enjoy all the amazing amenities of East Village. It's a great community. Walking distance to everything.
What you see behind us, when it's completed, is going to be a 15-story building, 273 apartment buildings, units for some of the most vulnerable citizens here in San Diego. Unsheltered individuals, low-income families, homeless veterans, and residents with intellectual or developmental disabilities. So I want that to sink in because that's really what we're here to do today, is to celebrate that in 2 years' time, we will be housing 273 households.
Partnership with SDHC Investment and the Southern California Housing Collaborative has yielded us units made available to families taking care of a loved one with developmental disability or adults with intellectual and developmental disability for the first time moving into their own home. We are honored and privileged to be a partner of this project. These homes empower families and adults with developmental disability to live with increased self-reliance with the support of the community. So thank you so much.
It really does take a community, a village. It's our responsibility to keep getting out there to dispel some of the myths that surround this population that we serve. Because that's what's going to allow us to continue to do the work and go back to the drawing board and continue to be ever creative with what we're doing to solve this issue.